I love how intense that intro always is. And then it's like, shit, what music do I change it to next? And then it gets all nice. What is up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Welcome to yet another stream. Today has come, and tomorrow after it. Yesterday behind us. You bored, bro? Yeah, I am. Well, not really. I just needed a title. And I have no idea what to call my titles when I'm not actually, like, fully zoned in on what we're doing that day. But yes, I just recorded the TikTok video that I was supposed to do after asking people on Twitter what I should react to. A lot of people sent me a lot of very bad clips. I had to scroll for a very long time to find good ones. Because it's either stuff I've seen or stuff that's like, I get why you like this, but I didn't laugh. And then if it's a whole bunch of clips where I'm not laughing or not enjoying the clips, then it's a bad video. You get a kitten tomorrow. That's fun. Some of us are in online class, aka me. Well, then you shouldn't be here. You should be in class. Hi board, I'm Chris. Hi Photoshop document. Man said I'm bored. Mans is bored. Mans is wondering what to do. Just kind of hanging around, and I enjoy streaming lately, so here is my face. I also have to keep looking up to make sure I'm in focus because the autofocus doesn't work. I ordered a new camera, which is a Sony a7S III, their brand new one, and it took so long to get pre-ordered that they came back to me and they were like, sorry, your validation for your card is not valid anymore. We need to revalidate it, and we need to call you to do that. And I'm like, why would you need to call me when I hate phone calls? So will we ever get a camera? I don't know. Who will win? The camera or anxiety? We'll see. I'll just call them tomorrow. Doom Kitten, thank you for the prime. K Smith, thank you for the prime. Puff Piff, thank you for the prime. Lady Geekface, thank you for the sub. Jake, thanks for the prime. Septic Actress, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Appreciate it. Holy moly, there's a bunch. Aberranth, Fire Glue, Vandan, Here4, Lover, Hyper, Adelard, Puffin, Foxy Boy, Rick Sanchez, Boss Player. Thank you guys so much for the subs. Welcome back, one and all. Have you played Among Us yet? No. What is that? Bradford, thank you for the sub. Maybe you should put on alerts. Then you can see your beautiful name show up on screen. That's always fun. It's like, is that KND 808? Sure is. And who's gonna follow? Elliot! Elliot, what are you doing in here? You know? That's cool. Maybe I should actually put them on the other side. Because when I look over, then we can like see them. I can like interact with them like, Kuso! Whoa! Crazy up in here. I love watching you stream. Good Irish screaming fun content. Thank you. Bust. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed that sweet Among Us stream last night. I had a great time. It was all over the place. But really, really, really fun. The logs! They never lie until they lie. Your names are popping off. Sorry. Oi, my guy. I'm not gonna lie, I read that as oi, my gay. Apparently these glasses do nothing. Yep, chat's going 90 miles an hour right now. All hail the logs. So fun. Playing Warframe? Hell yeah. Get it. Volt, thank you so much for the sub. Jamie, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Just checking up, how are you? I'm doing good, my man. I woke up today a little earlier than normal, and what did I do all day? Sat around. What did I do today? Oh, I did a... How did I forget that I did this thing? I did a cool thing. It's like a sponsored one, but it's... I mean, I can't talk about it, obviously, but I did something like that, and it was really fun. And I'm excited for you guys to be able to see it. Why is it so hard to find people to play Among Us with? Because you need 10 people, and that's a lot of people to try and get into a server. It's funny, whenever there's like an online game for us to play normally, it's kind of hard to get people together to play it, and then Among Us is like everybody wants to play all the time. It's really fun. Diamond Winters, thank you for the 2 months. Bree Meow, thank you for the 135 bits. I want to play more Among Us in my spare time with some friends. It's fun. It's really, really fun to make videos and streams on it, but I really want to just play with my friends in, like, my spare time, where there's less pressure. Maybe pressure's not the right word, but just, like, there's no chats for anybody to pay attention to. Everyone's just kind of, like, hanging out. I know. A strange notion for YouTubers and streamers to hang out with each other outside of what's actually happening. Seems a tad stressful. Nah. It's stressful if you make it stressful. Where you want to, like, be right and you want to get stuff done. I think in the beginning it was more like that, where everyone really wanted to play the game well. But I think streams like last night's were just like, yeah. It's more fun to just meme it. While also trying to win. Bart, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. You gonna dress up for Halloween? I have nowhere to go. I'll dress up as a YouTuber. Disconnected! Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Raptalian, thank you for the 1,100 bits. Jack, where is Trico? I don't know. Probably in the game where I left them, with their babies. The camera is shaking, why is that? Because I can't sit still, ever. I'm just here bouncing on my own. So if I hold my table, it does that too. Yeah, trick-or-treating's cancelled. Trick-or-treating is like the worst idea for the current climate. Y'all want to get a virus? Because that's a real quick way of doing it. You know, going to everyone's houses where they're self-isolating and probably have it. Don't do that. Don't trick-or-treat. I think you'll survive for 1 year. But if you go and do it, then we're gonna have to, like, forego it next year again as well. Just saying. Where'd the music go? It's here. Can you hear it? Is that good? Can you hear the music now? How many people did I get with that? That you thought your internet was fucking up? Ashiboo! Thank you for the 300 bits. Worst player ever. Thank you for the sub. I guarantee you. You know, people always say there's always someone better. There's also always someone worse. Wow, nice stream, bro. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Nice glasses. I don't recall you wearing them. Thank you. You want to know a secret? They're not prescription. They are, they're glasses for like, screens. So your eyes don't get so tired. They take out some of the blue out of it. That's why you always see me wear them while I stream and stuff, because you're streaming games for 5 hours, you gotta take care of these old peepers. Is there a name for those types of glasses? Blue blockers? I don't know. Whatever. They're those types of things. And I just think they look nice, so I'm wearing them. They're called cute glasses. Come on. Chicken Little glasses. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Chicken Little was a hero. What headphones do you use? People, you keep coming into my streams and asking me what gear I use every stream. I know it's different people every time. I'm pretty sure you can Google it. Jacksepticeye headphones. What headphones does Jacksepticeye use? 2020 edition from headphoneage.com. And would you know? Bang on the money. Except these HyperX ones. I've never used a set of HyperX headphones in my life. But I do use the Sony noise cancelling headphones WH-1000 MX3s. And now let's see Jacksepticeye microphone. Do they get it? Gaming setup gear. Here we go. There you go. Yeah, OBS, Photoshop, an Electro Voice RE20, a Go XLR. I don't use my Go XLR anymore. I might go back to it. I don't know. Okay, some of it's right and some of it's not. But there you go. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Bang on the money. Google is your best friend whenever you have a question. Not sponsored. Do you understand how amazing it would be to get sponsored by the equipment you actually use? That would be epic. If breaks, they'll just be like, here's a new one. Is it even possibly sponsored by Google? Probably. I mean, I got sponsored by Google for the Stadia video. They just don't sponsor very often. It's very rare for them to offer sponsorships for things. The Stadia video. Look, we're not going to go there, okay? Why was Stadia trending today? Oh yeah, Amazon announced their new a console today, didn't they? The Amazon Luna? Let's look at Tech Radar. Oh, Among Us, get out of there. The game streaming world just got a new competitor, this time from Amazon, called Amazon Luna. Say hi to Luna, everybody. There's Luna. Hi. Oh, and we're on Twitch right now as well. So this is, you have to stream every game from this if you stream on Twitch from now on. It's the truth. I don't make up the rules. No thanks. This new service takes on established players in the streaming space like Google Stadia and Nvidia GeForce Now. Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like the Stadia controller. Now, other services that also let you play games straight from cloud servers without the need to download them first. Amazon hasn't detailed how its service operates, but there's a Luna and Luna Plus, as we'll describe below. We'd assume then that... Okay. Okay. There's a separate subscription service called Luna Plus. There's not much information on what distinguishes this from a standard Luna, but we'd expect it could work similarly to Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, that's what I said in my Stadia video. That type of subscription service for stuff is probably the way video games are going to go. It's probably the way everything's going to go. Netflix has proven that it's very, very effective. It's just that Stadia didn't work for anybody. Except me, apparently. Me and Alana Pierce seem to be the only two people that it worked for. I think Mark said that he got one and it worked for him as well. But he didn't get sponsored, so no one could call him a shill. You know me. #1 Google shill. I upload to YouTube, so I get money from them there. So I have to like everything that Google does. That's how that works. Go away. But yeah, I can see a lot more services doing this. Nvidia have the GeForce Now for PC. We did see Alienware try a thing a while back. They showed like a Switch kind of thing that they did. Let's see if we can find it. Nvidia Switch? No. Alienware Switch clone. This thing. That honestly looks kind of cool. I would like this. It works almost exactly like a Switch. I don't think they're going to be able to get away with that. Because... So it doesn't change the fact that Stadia is ass. I mean, yeah, they just didn't get any support for it, so it fell apart very, very, very quickly. The idea is decent. The execution was not. That's why I'm curious to see how many other services are going to try and take it on and do it maybe better. We talked about it before, how Game Pass and xCloud are probably going to be the big things. Imagine being able to play all your Xbox games on shit on your phone, except your iPhone, because Apple suck. But I still have one. Convenience. But yeah, they wouldn't get away with this. Nintendo have patents on this shit. There's no way. But I like the idea of being able to play all my PC games on a Switch. Can I just have this, just not copyright infringing? That would be epic. I would love that. Take it off. I mean, I don't need the sides to come off. Just get a controller that hooks up to it. That would be so cool. Basically just like a little pocket PC. But I want more stuff like that. And then a service like Game Pass on it? Oh, baby. I don't know. Where's the future of games going? Probably exactly where it is now, but we'll see those innovations come in and streaming games and shit will take off after a while. It just needs the right touch. It needs the right finesse. It needs to like cup the balls and stroke the shaft. Instead of just like kicking you in the nuts, you know? Stadia will never be a thing for me. I prefer to own my games. Wow, that's epic. Like, all the games you download on your PlayStation and your Xbox, and when my internet goes out, my PlayStation is like, sorry, can't verify your license. So technically it counts as me not owning it anymore? Or if Steam got deleted, all your games are gone? Not really the same thing, but you know what I mean? Why do people not like console streamers? People love console streamers. What do you mean? I think PC games on Twitch are just really big, but there's a ton of people who stream on Twitch and play console games. Oh yeah, name one? You know. Fuck. Hey, Girl of Steel, thank you for the 100 bits. I know, all the people I watch flop between both. They're not all console or they're not all PC. I also am not. It's just PC is more convenient. If it's out on PC, it has higher frame rates and better resolution, and it's easier to stream it from your PC through OBS. Nick Merckx. Does he actually play on the console, or does he cross-play, or is he just playing PC with a controller? I know he's a god on a controller. It's insane. Every time I watch him, I'm like, wait, he's using controller? Plays on PC with a controller. Yeah, because you get the higher frame rates, right? I don't know. Just ask why streamers don't use consoles for streaming, rather than asking why no one likes console streamers. Big brain. Just got here. Did I miss anything important? Never. Unless input delay. Yeah, you're right. PCs just make everything easier to do. Dragon James, thank you for the 100 bits. Ethan, thank you for the 2 months. Zakart, thank you for the prime. Bunty, thank you for the prime. David, thanks so much for the sub. Jasper, thank you for the 5. I'm still waiting for the beans I ordered during April. Okay, well then that has to be a mistake. With the postal stuff. We got hit with a weird postal issue at one point. But if you haven't gotten them, I would highly suggest reaching out to the customer service of the coffee to see what's going on with your order. It also really heavily depends on location, because some places are hard send stuff to because of like custom imports and things like that. Waste, thank you so much for the 5. I've been watching you on YouTube since you were in the log cabin and you were playing Kerbal Space Program. And look at you now. You have grown so much through the years. Now I've always wanted to show you some support and now I can. That's really sweet, thank you. Yeah, it feels like a lifetime ago since the cabins. When we were watching the videos the other day, maybe we'll do some of that again today. We're watching some of my older videos. It was like, Jesus, that completely different person. It's one thing to look at your younger self and be like, yeah, of course I've grown up, but to not remember some of the stuff that I've done back then is kind of weird. Oh, I meant to do something at the start of the stream. I meant to order some beers, boys! And everyone else, of course. I just like yelling boys, because it's such a bouncy word. And beers with the boys. I just love a good alliterative sentence. I'm a sucker for some fun English. Get some beers, just chill out, bro. Are we going to hear a phone voice? No, because I'm ordering through an app. I've always wondered why Ethan always orders by calling. Do you guys not have like DoorDash, Postmates, any of that stuff? Why would you have to call? I guess you have to call to ask about the peanuts. But no, I never call to order anything. I just ordered them already. It's that easy. You guys living in the past, etching your fucking orders into stone tablets? How is calling easier? This literally took me 2 seconds. Hammering away with your fucking mallet and your chisel. Putting it on your stone tablet, being like, yes, 4 Coronas, please. Sending it by carrier pigeon to the restaurant. Or store, whatever. Fuck you. And then it gets there, and then they're like, oh, cool, I'll get that. And then they put it in a bag and send it off. Easy. If you talk on the phone, then you have to try and understand each other. Look, when you order 20 pizzas for a working Domino's site is awful. Well, that's different, Malt, okay? That's not the same as ordering 4 beers. Consistency here, people. My writer's name is Sergey. Sergey's a fucking G. Who here calls to order things? And I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm having a kid's birthday party and I need to order fucking Wiggles the Clown-sized birthday cakes. Who here sits and wants like a chicken curry and they call to order it? I will be shocked if it's more than 10% of you. There's no way. I don't believe you. Why would you ever do that? Why would you ever call another human being to order food when you can have the beautiful antisocial interaction of letting a computer do it for you? It's easier on me, it's easier on them, the order gets done faster, there's less mistakes because I have an Irish accent and no one can understand a fucking thing I'm saying. Oh, where do you live? Can you spell it? It's just easier. What is this, the 90s? Who has a phone and uses it for phone calls? That's so stupid. No one in 2020 uses a smartphone for phone calls. That's not what they're for. They're there for you to go on social media and feel bad about yourself. That's all they're used for. Maybe looking at some pictures of cats and dogs. Whatever. How else am I going to know what ex-YouTuber was up to this morning as they woke up at 6 a.m. and decided to just have a thought? I don't know unless I have a smartphone. What am I going to do? Call them? Ew. What about memes? All right, you got me there. I'm half an hour late. You can't be late to something that had no schedule. And I remember, yeah, Marpek. I remember going to America and getting like an American SIM that I could use. And as soon as I put that fucking card into my phone, suddenly I got so many calls from telemarketers. Is that a thing you guys have to live with over there? All the time? That's not a thing that happens here. We don't get telemarketers who just have our mobile phone numbers and are like, hi, yes, just wondering if you would like new fucking stained glass windows for your bathroom. I do get it on my landline phone, which I never use. That's basically just decoration. And they're like, this is an automated call from your local oven cleaner. I'm like, I don't use my oven because I'm too busy ordering by not calling. God. No wonder we haven't gone to Mars yet and colonized it. People are making fucking pizza orders by calling. Makes no sense. Can I have my own category on Twitch? Instead of just chatting, it's just yelling, just ranting, just complaining, just done with everyone's shit. Anyway, it's $5, chat. If you can afford the time to call to order pizza, you can afford to sub to your favorite Twitch streamer. Oh, Tree, thank you for the 100 bits. I hate talking on the phone. What the fuck is wrong with people? Yeah, that's when things can go wrong. Cause see, if I order it through the app, which I have done, okay, funny story. I ordered Domino's the other night after stream, classic me. And then the guy came, called, said he was there, and I was like, okay, I'll come out to the street to meet you. People always get lost for some reason. They always go to the neighbors. And I don't know how. He called me. I said, I'll come out to the street to meet you. And he said, oh no, that's fine. I left it on the table outside the gate. Now, that was a sentence that, in that succession of words, meant absolutely nothing to me other than sheer lunacy. So I thought, okay, I guess it's a treasure hunt to go find my pizza. I didn't want to tell him he was wrong because he was an older man and I felt like that would just crush his heart and he might just die on the spot. So what I did was went outside, saw him walk to the car, waited for him to leave, and then had to go search my neighbor's backyard at like 1 a.m. with my phone light. I'm surprised I wasn't shot or the hounds weren't released on me. And not only that, it gets worse. It was the wrong order. I ordered medium pepperoni pizza with 2 Coke Zeros. What did I get? A small vegetable pizza with no Cokes. Now, this would be a moment where you call, because does the Domino's app work for you putting in complaints text-wise? Oh no! Domino's are still in the 90s. So what did I do, chat? What did I do? I mustered up the courage. Oh, I got that big swell inside me, took a deep breath, picked up my phone, closed the app, and ate the vegetable pizza. What was I gonna do? Call and wait another 20 minutes to get the order that I wanted? No, somebody else has that. Somebody in fucking, I don't know, Brighton Street got a pepperoni pizza and 2 Cokes and won the fucking jackpot. What did I get? Their peasant pizza. I had to eat that. Anyway. Now, would that have happened if I had called the place? Probably not. But you see, I think it was the middleman that was the problem. I put in the order right. Somewhere, Domino's probably got the order right. But it was that one man in his car driving around Brighton like the Santa of pizzas, but had a list of kids' names and didn't check it twice. Got all their fucking presents wrong. Cindy asked for a telescope and got a fucking bike instead. Now, is the bike good? Yes. Is the vegetable pizza still good? Sure. Did it come with the dip and the pepperoni and 2 Cokes that I ordered? No. But I still had a good night. I made the best of a bad situation. So the next time you think that your life is hard, think of me. Because I've had a very rough time of it lately. I probably got someone voted out in Among Us. Just needed some comfort pizza. Didn't even arrive on time. That guy was sus as fuck. I voted him out. Anyway, Glitter Teeth, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Marpek, thank you for the 5 gifted. Our very own resident mod, everybody. Marpek. Woo! Drunk Ball, thank you for the 3 months. That Shot, thank you for the 100 bits. How did they mix up a pepperoni pizza with a vegetable pizza? It's not even that. It's not like they opened them to look what pizzas are in them. It's that the names and the addresses are on the outside of the box. Not only that, but I ordered a medium, and that was definitely a fucking small box. I almost didn't even find it. Luckily, I have the nose of a bloodhound, and I can sniff out a pizza from 4 nautical miles away. Dur the Beast, thank you for the 5 gifted. Zenith, thank you for the 10. Let's play some COD together sometime, brother. I'm sorry, Zenith. But COD is a no-no from me. But I appreciate it, thank you. I'll use it to get another wrong pizza. But COD? Now there's a game I'd play. Actually, I wonder if the new one's any good. I saw Jack Frags play it. I should ask him if he actually enjoyed it. Or just watch his video and hear what he says and look at what it plays like. Kiwin, thank you for the sub. Silent Crow, thank you so much for the prime. It's Dragonglass, thank you for the 100 bits. Lauren, thank you for the 100 bits. Bits. Actually, I love veggie pizza, so I wouldn't have been too upset. That's not the point, Lauren. The point is that you heard that you were having a girl and a boy comes out. And then your fucking gender reveal party is all kinds of fucked. And you started that wildfire for nothing. Not Cirque, thank you for the 300 bits. What's your most underrated series on YouTube? I have no idea, because it's probably not getting views and recognition for a very good reason. I think maybe... Hi! I think maybe the Half-Life Alyx series. People weren't as into that as I expected, but like... What does underrated mean? Underrated by who? Oh, never mind. The first episode has 4 million views now. It wasn't doing that well when I uploaded it first. So thanks for watching. That game was so fun. Rogue, thank you for the 5 gifted. If you're not into Half-Life, and you're not into anything like that, just make sure that you watch the episode with Jeff. You don't even need to watch the whole series, but if you really want a fun episode to watch the Jeff one. Because that level was fucking nuts. And maybe the last one, because it's cool, but if you don't like Half-Life, then it might not make any sense to you. Guys, my beers have a rivetith. So you're gonna sit here with the chair, watch these lovely names come up, be nice to each other, and don't get the wrong fucking pizza. All right, I'm back. Look, it took a while. Did my neighbor, or did my delivery driver come to the right house? No. Did he go to the neighbor's? Yes. I have no idea why. They just like to do that. Also took me a little bit of time. Had to take Invisalign out. Had to sanitize afterwards, you know. You never know if Big Rona's knocking about. I mean, it is the name of the beer after all. You never know if Big Rona thinks we're best friends. Also forgot to open it. I learned that one back in college. I learned it when I was with my friends and we didn't have no bottle opener anywhere, you know. Who's drinking with me? Daytime drinking? Oh, it's not daytime drinking for me. You missed a call from your rider. Keep an eye on your phone in case they call back. I didn't miss a call. I was there. Your beer choice disappoints me. Oh no. Anyway. I'm too young. Well, that's good. You don't need it in your life. Glitter These, thank you for the 10 gifted subs again. Wait, hear this? Tree, thank you for the bits. Not Biff. Where's the lime, bro? I ate a lime earlier. It's fine, I'm still kicking from that. Little Iris, thank you for the 100 bits. Just came home from my dance lesson. How are you? Fabulous. How was your dance? That was my little dance move. Did you like that? Okay, what type of dance are you doing? Irish dance? Crunk? I don't know any other types of ballet? There's a type of dance. Capoeira? Default dancing? These two gay dogs, thank you for the gifted sub. Some of your usernames are delightful. PewDiePie is getting caught up by Cocomelon. Oh no! Anyway. I think once Felix hit 100 million, it's like, yeah, what now? Who cares? Jack, any advice for anxiety? Too much to go over in such a short amount of time. They can literally spend dozens of streams talking about it. The one thing that has been really monumental for me and any anxieties that I get, thankfully my anxieties are a lot lower these days, but when I was getting a lot of anxieties and the odd panic attack, just sitting and breathing and meditating on things really helps. So look up anything got to do with like mindfulness and mindful meditation. Or if you can get some guided meditation, it'll help as well. Especially if you're new to it. That shit has changed my life. What about being really stressed? Same thing. I'm not saying that... I mean, the same advice that I would suggest applies. Not that anxiety and stress are the same thing. Beer equals soup. No, it doesn't. Oh, you're so cracked, Becky. What about scurvy? You might have to get a peg leg for that one. La cerveza más fina. What does that mean? Is cerveza just like a beer? The finest beer. Oh. It is pretty good. Corona's one of the better light, easy drinking, refreshing beers. You said the finest beer. I just said what the Corona told me. Get a nice Corona, a nice Modelo. I used to drink Coors and Heineken when I was younger. I don't know. It's more like drinking like a Coke at this point. I'd never drink Coronas and get tipsy or drunk. You get full before that happens. I just got burp, you know? How is your cat, Sean? He is wonderful. He gets fed a packet of wet food every evening at like 8:30 though. Because we have an automatic feeder for him to give him dry food at different intervals during the day in different amounts. And then he gets like the treat of his wet food in the evening. And as soon as like 6 p.m. hits, he is a hurricane of meows. And he loves you the mostest ever. And then when you give him his food, he's like, okay, I can go sleep now. And then he sleeps so much during the day. And then at nighttime, he's like, well, shit, now I'm awake. But he's great. BB at his worst is still better than most cats. He's absolutely delightful. He's like a big fucking pillow. And he loves getting petted. He loves getting picked up. Every single other cat that I've ever interacted with, no matter how chill their owner says they are, any of them that you pick up after like 30 seconds, they're like, okay, I'm done. Let me down or the fucking death is upon you. And they just squirm their way out. But BB is just like, yeah, I can stay here all day. And even when he like wants to get out, he's just like, oh, it didn't work. Okay, I'll stay here. He's amazing. I'm allergic to cats? I thought I was. When I was younger, I definitely got a reaction to a cat. Well, we did find him outside, and he wasn't our cat. So maybe it was something that was on his fur. But ever since then, I thought I was allergic to cats. I think it's just more dust than anything. I live with BB now, and no problems. I want a BB emote. Subscribe to Evelyn. She has BB emotes. I want to see the kitty. I would, but then he'll just be like, hey, where's my fucking food? Where's my money, Lebowski? When are you going to play Among Us? I don't know. I don't know when the next session is. I don't have another one planned yet. Yeah, let BB chill. He's not a fucking plaything. He's a living, breathing boy. And he deserves respect. Among Us today? Not today. We're just chilling out. Need a little break from it every now and then. Because I feel like the more you play it, the more into it you get. And you either run the risk of getting too emotionally invested in it, or kind of burning yourself out on it and it not being fun anymore. Felix is playing tomorrow, right? Yep. I won't be part of that. But his stream on it will be fun. I will be watching it. I was playing with Valkyrie. Wonderful. She's very nice. I've never met her in real life. Or have I? I can't remember. I don't think we've met in real life. If we did, it was very, very, very brief. But she's very, very nice. All the people I play with are very nice. They're making an Among Us 2. No, they're not! They cancelled it yesterday. They're making more Among Us 1. What is your health routine now that you're swole as fuck? Well, that all fell apart pretty quickly. Because of health-related issues. Tweaking my back and my asthma kind of flaring up, so I'm not in as good a shape I was as those pictures. And I also kind of went a bit too hard in the fitness direction where it wasn't that sustainable. So it was bound to burst eventually. So I'm going to try getting back into it a bit more regularly and like exercising every other day, but not exercising every single day and not trying to watch every single thing that I eat. Like when I was working out during my break, I was militant with it. Everything I ate was calorie counted. My calories were all worked out for the day. It was like 40% carbs, 40% protein, and 20% fats. And I broke it all out every single day, wrote down all the calories and everything, wrote down all the fats, carbs, proteins, and everything, used tracker apps, measured fat percentages, measured my weight, took enough protein in my shakes, make sure I was eating very regularly, made sure I was working out in the proper way to promote growth. But that's more like, you do that for like 3 months, maybe 6. And then it's like, okay, I need to pump the brakes on this a little bit. This is obnoxious. So when people ask like, did you change like your diet and stuff when you worked out? I was like, yes, it's so much. But I think when I go back to it, I'll just be like, yeah, I'll watch what I eat and not try and indulge too much with like candy and stuff, but also just, I know, workout not as crazy. Sean, low-key, you would rock a crop top. I have rocked a crop top. Look at that. You see that? Oh god, there's probably stuff here that's TOS. Never mind, I won't show that for too long. But I have worn a crop top. I don't know what Twitch will ban me for. Is showing my own belly button in a picture from like 4 years ago a bannable offense? Would you ever make a video on your workout? People did ask me and I thought about it, but I feel like all the stuff that I've done in my workout is all stuff that's just available online. Like there was no secret tricks to it or anything. Just look up a push-pull legs routine or supersets, a superset routine. Or circuits. Anything like that will work. See you later, Aiden. OG Jack is awesome. Wow, thanks. I think current Jack is pretty cool, honestly. I like hanging out with him. By the way, Sean, that new merch looking awesome as heck. Ooh, yes! Thank you. I'm very excited about the new stuff. We did, well, we have a couple of new things, but... Introducing! We have these brand new Meme Time hoodies, which I absolutely love. I fucking love this design. It says Meme Time in Japanese. Evelyn helped me with it, because I wanted to make something with some Japanese text on it for a while, because I just love how it looks on merch and stuff. And I've seen some other people have merch like that, and I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. So I wanted something like that, and I was trying to figure out phrases for a long time. I thought about just writing Jacksepticeye, but seeing it written out, I was like, it doesn't look that nice. But Meme Time was so short and concise and looked so... Is simple the right word I'm looking for? It just didn't look too crazy. There's some kanji that are like really complex, but it was really simple looking, and I loved that it, and then asking, of course, my merch company to help out with a design, and they came up with this over the actual English of it as well. And then it says laugh, and it's written in Japanese as well. I think it looks fucking great. So we got those long sleeves, the raglan tee. We also got this raglan hoodie, which I like. I've also wanted to do like a two-tone for the longest ass time. And I just think it looks great. I like it a lot. Those are up for pre-order now. They don't ship for... expected to ship in 3 weeks. So... they're up now. We also have some masks for Halloween. Just some cool ones. I think they look neat. I like simple designs, and I've always liked sort of like masks that have that... they kind of have the mouth built into them. I don't know. I like the clean white on black. And all the mask stuff is still going to help COVID as well, of course. And we also have these, which I'm wearing right now. The Lunar Sam collection. I'm also wearing the pants that I showed the other day. So I'm very proud of the merch that's on the store right now. I think they're very, very cool. The meme together, laugh together. I don't know. I think it looks really dope. Very proud of it. So you can go to jacksepticeye.com if you want to get some of that stuff. I got PMA joggers, they're so comf. I thought you said PMA poggers. But thank you. So, I have some ideas for other stuff coming soon-ish. We have to get some designs back in it, but I want to make, I want to make a piece of merch that says kinda sus on it. Because it's just such a it's such a of-the-time phrase right now. But we'll see what the designs on that look like. I'm also very aware of posting too many things. I don't want to just push a shit ton of stuff on you all at once. I did ask Evelyn what suspicious in Japanese would be, but it also... I don't know, I want the meme time stuff to stick out on its own. How long did it take you to get your hair that long? About 6 months. 4 to 6 months. Best headphones under $25? I have no idea. I doubt you would get any good headphones under $25. React to old videos? What's a video that you've been curious about? Now is your chance to get the backstory, the lore on something. Because there's a lot of videos that I look back on and I have like a little tidbit from. Like some of the ones that I recorded and then spoke over afterwards, but you can't tell. But those are usually like really, really old ones. GTA 5, BeamNG Drive. I mean, I don't know what I'd say about any of them. Ego stuff? I guess that makes sense. Like when I search Antisepticeye, say goodbye didn't show up. Oh, it did. I'm dumb. I mean, I don't know what there's some stuff that I don't want to say about some videos like this, because I don't want to give away anything.
Good morning to you ladies, my name is Jacksepticeye and welcome back to Carving Pumpkins! We did one of these last year and I think it's a cool tradition to just do a carving pumpkin.
It was a fake out, guys! I actually wasn't doing a pumpkin carving. I probably would have done one anyway, but oh, the old stuff in the background. That takes me back, man.
Video every year, so welcome back! Happy birthday! Happy Halloween birthday!
Where's the first thing that happens in this?
I forgot that I need to draw a face on this little duder. Oh, happy Halloween, by the way. Did I say that at the start? Probably. Okay.
Happy Halloween.
Trying to draw a different...
All of this stuff was just like, how do I get to the good shit quick? How do I get a vehicle to get to...
The smell of this is making me feel well.
Oh, it's a hint. It's the first hint. Well, I don't know if it's the first one. Guys, this is a long time ago. It's a little different trying to remember every single detail in this now. But I said I wasn't feeling well, and then my face glitched. Guys, that was nuts.
What the?
And then I'm bleeding.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
It's weird looking back on it now because it seems so simplistic. And like, like so obvious. But when I uploaded this, no one had any idea what was going to happen. I gasped too hard. Saliva went down my air pipe. This would be a perfect time for me to do a glitch if this was a video. I actually did just choke.
Okay, he's got a random nosebleed in the middle of that. I never get nosebleeds. It seems to have stopped now, though. Jesus.
I am calling attention to the nosebleed.
Coincidental time for that to happen on Halloween of all things. Okay, where's my spoon that
Acting!
I can't get any of it on the floor here either because there's carpet.
What's the next stuff?
Would you like that, Gerald?
Gerald the pumpkin.
Smell that. It's fucking gross. So now that he's all cleaned out, we have to cut out your eyeball holes. So I'm going to use the smaller knife for this because it's more intricate. Okay? I'd cut ya! Be careful. This is scary. Don't be scared now, Gerald. What did I tell you before? It's just like getting a hacksaw to your face. Sorry, I didn't mean to go overboard like that, but you know how I get around sharp objects.
Poor Gerald.
Ah! I drifted my arm over the candles. It's so stupid.
It was pretty dumb.
To turn the knife. Oh, if I use my...
Surely somebody has like a master list of things that happened in the comments. Where's Timestamp Terry? Nothing. Nothing. There is no one.
Brain, see? I have about as much brains as Gerald does right now. Stop resisting, Gerald! It's time!
That one I like.
I swear to God, I'm hearing something. That is fucking
You see Auntie in the background?
freaking me out.
Did you see Auntie in the foreground?
Maybe it's just the neighbors I'm hearing. Sounds like something like walking around or something like stomping or banging. Christ.
Oh.
Maybe you're just paranoid because it's Halloween.
I like that one because the stomping, because it always freaked me out when I was younger. Because I lived in a house with a big family, and hearing them like get up at nighttime and walk around, I used to think it was like ghosts or something in the house. So it's always something that's kind of been in the back of my head as like a primal fear. And then watching something like Paranormal Activity, that's why that movie scares me so much, because it's a lot of that stuff that I had a fear of when I was a kid.
You have to clean out behind the eyes as well, because you don't want any danglers. You don't want him to look stupid. I mean, if you wanted to make him look like he's rotten and decayed, there's easier ways of doing that. Just leave him out on the porch for like 3 days. He'll do that on his own. Right. There's his eyes. Now comes the mouth. The mouth is going to be hard, but I'm going to make him look like he's got a load of teeth. Not sharp, jagged teeth. Because that's lame. That's not scary. Even though that's what I did last year. But I'm a changed man. I'm a different person. Gerald, you should go see your dentist. The teeth are coming out nicely. Well, at least I think they are. I haven't been able to follow the lines properly because the knife is like, sometimes it's a bit too big. Sometimes I'm terrible at this. Oh god.
I can't remember when stuff happens in this video anymore.
Okay, almost there.
Oh.
Almost there. Last one.
Oh, was that a thing?
Last one. Did it work?
Oh wait, that just turned down the video. There was a thing on the right, I think. There's a shadow that comes in on the right.
At this. Oh god, oh scary. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Last one.
I love that. I love the subtle shit. The stuff that you might miss.
Last one. Did it work? Is your mouth gonna come out? Come on. Yeah! Yeah, boy!
It was genuinely fun to actually carve the pumpkin. Like, as much, this whole video was just a setup for the anti stuff. I never really cared about carving the pumpkin, but it actually was genuinely fun to do so.
Oh, cool! Yes! It worked! Yay! Now I have to wipe off all the marker off, because when you can see the outline and then you see where I didn't follow, it looks stupid! You gotta just see the pumpkin for what it is.
There you go.
Ta-da! It came out pretty well. Does your head still fit on? I hope so. Yay! He's a fully formed pumpkin! Okay,
Ew.
so the last thing you want to do is get your knife, and you're going to have to do fine.
If you haven't noticed, the knife changed. Which I was dumb and left the original knife still on the table. But I think the sleight of hand, your brain just doesn't think about it at first.
What you want to do is get your knife, and you're going to have to do fine.
Oh, he dead. Oh, he real dead. Oh! Did I get you? Oh, so people actually put in the subtitles for it as well. Green vented. You hear the muffled help me.
His body was weak. You all said my name. Kept me. I am here now. Inside. You. It's all your fault. Listen to me. You all made this happen. You could have stopped me. But you just watched.
That's cool.
This happened. Now he's gone forever. Say goodbye.
That's the name of the video. The name of the video is Say Goodbye. Also, all the candles are gone out.
But you just watched.
And the whiteboard is all fucked now. Because apparently Auntie hates whiteboards.
As this happened. Now
The voice effect that Robin added to it is really cool. Because there was a lot of like ups and downs in the voice, and then Robin kind of like merged them.
he's gone forever. Say goodbye.
Like, that's two different voices merged on top of each other. I mean, not the craziest stuff in the world. I forgot how short the whole anti-section was. Maniacal giggling starts before fading out again. I mean, you're not wrong. That's very helpful. I just like reading out some of the stuff. Sometimes, like, when we're watching Netflix, it's like, suspenseful music. Suspenseful music intensifies.
His body was weak. You all said my name. Kept me. I am here now. Inside. You. It's all your fault.
I like that people went through detail to actually Zalgo the captions as well. And didn't fuck around with the captions too much, which is really important. Too many times I watch back a video with fan submitted subtitles and it's like, I'm going over here now. Oh, Jack, you doofus. I'm like, no one cares. It's not supposed to be for your commentary.
Listen to me. You all made this happen.
So the candles like go in and out.
Listen to me.
So they come on and
You
off.
all made this happen. You
I like that one as well with the bouncy around head.
listen to me. You all made this happen. You could have stopped me. But you just watched.
Fun. That was, God, almost 9 million views. What the holy fuck? That's fun. That was a really fun entire month. Like the entire month we were laying secrets and Easter eggs and changing stuff, and then people found stuff too quick, so we had to change where we were putting them. And then like Instagram would mess up, and then Twitter would mess up, and then one letter in my name on Twitter would mess up, and then another, and then another, and then building up, and then everyone was waiting for this video to come out. We're like, holy shit, like it's Halloween, today's the day, October 31st, what are we getting? And then this dropped and everyone lost their minds, and it was extremely fun. It was one of the most fun things that I've ever done on YouTube. That whole month planning that out, because it wasn't even about what games am I playing or what am I recording. It was all about what hints are going to be in today's video. And then sometimes there was no hints and people were like, oh God, okay, we'll wait till tomorrow. And it was really, really fun. And then after this, I didn't upload for a day, I think. And I had never done that before. So people all freaked out. Really fun. Is there a bloopers for that one? That's with filter. I didn't even upload this one. Is it in this? Here's a smash cut of them. But I just realized it sounds echoier sometimes. I'm always like, is my door open? But it's because I don't have headphones on that it just sounds weird.
I'm recording her.
Oh God, the amount of times I have said, am I recording? There was a cough in the middle of that one. Cringe. It's so awkward to listen to. And then I would have to like sit there and give Robin direction and be like, okay, I want to go for like this type of thing and do it to the camera. I was like, oh, I'm just sitting in my room alone, cackling like an idiot.
Candles. Oh, I burnt the hairs on my arm. Oh no.
I actually did. Acting is weird, guys.
He's almost like Springtrap.
Oh, the teeth.
Oh, it makes me want to vomit. Oh, now it's in my
It
fucking
did.
hair. God damn it. Ah, it's all over my hand. God, this is embarrassing.
His body was weak. I am here now. You will listen to me.
Can you hear bubbling sounds?
Death
What? Bubbling sounds from what?
comes. Die, die, die.
And I'm wearing an Overwatch hoodie. I was very big into Overwatch at that time.
So fucking dumb. I just realized that the pumpkin's gonna be carved. So all those times I got up and walked off screen, it's gonna be hard to put Auntie in because the pumpkin moves and is now carved. Fuck! You must be having great fun listening to me act like a fucking lunatic. The things I do for videos, Jesus.
Yeah, my continuity was way off. But you know what? It ended up working. It worked out fine.
This is fun though. There's too much laughing going on.
I got very nervous around that knife.
Don't want to destroy Gerald though.
Auntie without auntie.
I have blood on my neck. Oh, the things from my ears, damn it.
Oh yeah, that was when I didn't have them in all the time.
God, how do I start this? What do I say? Boo! I'm scary!
This is from a different video.
Look at you all. Just sitting there. Not worrying about anything.
God, my hair is poofy.
You can't get rid of me.
Oh. And then we can cut to black and just have it. Enjoy the show.
Oh boy, I sure am a fun guy to hang around with. Thanks, man.
That was from PAX, the PAX video that I did. Man, that feels like an absolute lifetime ago. When did the Say Goodbye video come out? October 31st, 2016. Jesus, we're coming up to 4 years on that? What the heck? That's way too long. Always watching. Yeah, we haven't seen Auntie in quite a while, have we? Because it ended up becoming the same thing over and over again. But I have been working on stuff, I promise you. I know I keep saying that all the time, but I actually have. And some of the stuff that we've put together, at least I think, is pretty cool. What it'll end up looking like, if it ever ends up looking like anything, I don't know. But I think what the potential in it is very high. Anyway, that was Auntie. I can't say too much about it because then the lore be spoiled. But some things that have a definite purpose in some of these videos. And then other stuff is just fun. But the most fun part is seeing how people put it together and see what they get out of it and seeing what their interpretations of it. And I know everybody wants the answers to everything all the time, but that's boring. It's boring to get all of the answers all the time. Watch Chase. Is that a JoJo reference? Damn, this almost has 4 million views now. Oh, this sweet anamorphic. Ooh. Ooh, baby. Okay, we'll watch it through once first. Oh, so pretty. Oh no, my Chipotle. My White Claw. Oh, look at that. So pretty. I also love this music. My beard was so full. favorite shot. What does it all mean? I know. I wrote it. All right. So where do we start? So this is obviously city of Los Angeles. This date means something, which everybody figured out immediately, of course. And then other stuff. Get the shot of him in the car. We see Auntie in the background. Spooky! This had a lot of different renditions of it. So we shot, obviously, me in the front first, and then shot me in the back. And originally, this was way more in your face, and Robin had more sound effects in it, and it had more glitches and stuff going on, but I didn't like it. I wanted it to be, I wanted it to be more subtle. There's like one tiny little in the middle of that, but Auntie's not looking at Chase, he's looking at you. He's looking straight down the camera. And then this, it's so hard to do because so many people have heard me yell for so many years in my YouTube videos that if you're into this, then this is like a powerful moment. Like if you can give yourself over to the idea that this is a character, then this is a fun moment to have in there. But for a lot of people, they just couldn't take it seriously because they've heard me scream so much that it just turns into Jacksepticeye for them, which I get. But at the same time, story-wise, it's a very important piece. And then this... This is I don't know if you can actually see. This is not me driving the car. I know that, shocker, Chase is not actually driving the car. Movie magic. It's Ryan McGee is actually driving the car. Tucker's shooting. I'm next to Tucker, like looking out over the hilltops, and then Ryan just drove back and forth a few times, because they did a thing for Game Grumps that same day to end off a thing where like Ryan went off for the power hour things to get, I can't remember what he's getting for them, tie-dye or something, and then he comes back and everyone's gone. So we went out, and you'll notice that if you go watch that clip, the ending to that, it's the same location as where the stuff in the woods with Chase is shot. It's just in a separate area of it. And then all of these shots I shot. Tucker's driving the car here, Ryan's in the back, and I just had the camera on my lap as we were driving back. And I wanted to get a bunch of these shots because I really liked how the sun hit this hill. And it was so pretty that I was like, I just want to mess around with the camera and give that POV shot of like driving somewhere to connect the sections. And then, well, one of the reasons I wanted to go anamorphic with it was not only that I really like how anamorphic lenses are, Anamorphic lenses are shot in a specific way that they're more oval. They're not a circular lens. They're oval and then it's like stretched out afterwards. Not exactly, but just to boil it all down. But I really like how anamorphic looks. If you ever see lens flares in movies, how like the flare goes across the screen, that's because it's an anamorphic lens and it stretches. And I really like that look, but especially for this, you can see that the trees and everything kind of warp because the edge of the lens starts to get bent. And all of this stuff out here starts to warp, which gives it this really cool dreamlike sequence. So you can see that everything kind of warbles and shifts and sways. So is he out of it? Is it a dream? Is it real? Is it not? And then he looks around for a good place. And then we were looking for a place to shoot this, and this was really cool. Tucker really liked this rock up here in contrast to all of this. There was just a nice breakup of the shot. But I built this little thing then as he like framed up stuff. A little memento. Who's the people in the picture? Well, they're just stock. It's just a stock photo online because we couldn't get the time to actually hire someone for pictures or anything like that. It's just a stock photo, but I actually bought a Polaroid camera and took a screenshot of my monitor. You can actually see the cut off of the monitor here. This is actually just real world, and this is the edge of my monitor. But it made it look like it was a bit more aged and weathered, so it wasn't real. Or it wasn't like an actual, like, super clear picture. I didn't just, like, take a picture and then paste it on here. I actually took a Polaroid of my thing. So this is Chase's wife and kid. Obviously, if when more stuff comes, we'll have to actually cast people for it. But for now, it was just to symbolize that, because you don't see the picture that often. The symbolism of it meant more. But this is what I'm talking about. This lens flare that goes across. But I absolutely love this shot. I wanted at least one lens flare in the whole thing. And then I absolutely love the rim light that goes on around the character. It's such like a silhouette. And the way the light comes through the beard hairs. It's just really nice to have an edge-lit thing. And it was all, like, the whole thing was shot in natural daylight, which I also really like. And then Chase has a moment for himself. And then whoosh! Now, who these people are? Just random people that were there at the time. We filmed this on a... Actually, how many of you know where this was? I don't know if I've said it before, but any of you local to LA, do you recognize where this is? I'd be curious to see. Well, yes, it's a car park. I'm trying to ask where exactly in LA it is. It's a parking structure in Burbank. Yeah, you got it. Dark Paladin got it. So those people were just there, but we needed to shoot. I think this is like the Holiday Inns are there or that side. I just really like that shot and the sound effect. And then Chase doesn't know where he is. What that means, I'm not saying. What actually happens, I'm not saying. Because that's part of the mystery. But this sound effect... That original, like, whoop, 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 Robin had in, and it was originally just like a whoosh. But I also didn't like that. No discredit to Robin, obviously. I just wanted something with more impact. Like, it was such an out-of-nowhere moment that it catches you off guard that I wanted, like, a thump in your chest. I always talk about sound effects being like rich, crunchy, bassy sound effects. So that's like 3 different sounds put together. I made a sound effect in like 20 minutes and layered it over Robin's original one. But the way the lights here are, that's basically the way the lens in anamorphic works, is that shape. We did have another shot that I absolutely loved. We recorded this like 5-6 times, and I really loved there was a shot where a car was actually coming up here, and there was headlights behind us. And then the headlights were streaming across the picture, like they were making these really cool lens flares. But something happened in the shot that made it unusable, because it's all, like, after the teleport, like, whooshy thing is all one shot, which I really, really wanted. And we could have done it in 2 separate ones, but I didn't like that. I like the handheld motion of it. I like that it's walking around. I like that it turns, and then Chase turns the opposite direction of the camera, I think. Like, he's looking around, and then he turns that way, but the camera goes around him to meet him halfway. I really like that. And I like these reflections in the windows. I don't know, I like the composition of it a lot. So, because there's something about going from the woods to a super hard contrast of him being alone on, like, cars, like a city. So he goes from, like, the woods to the city and having cars and everything. Like, it was such a juxtaposition from the last scene. And the whiskey is gone and everything. And just him standing alone with all of this empty space around just looks so cool. Anyway, that was Chase. It's just called Chase on YouTube. So because I wanted to make something that had way more actual plot in it, and I wanted to do it a certain way where some stuff still wasn't figured out at the time. A lot of stuff since then has come way into place, springboarded from that. But I wanted to make it look really nice, hence the anamorphic camera. We rented that out for the day. But also I wanted absolutely no dialogue in it. I wanted to see if the story beats would come across just in the visuals alone. And I'd like to think that we did a good job on that. I'm very proud of that. It's one of my favorite things. I'm so full of air now. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever made. And I was really worried. That's uploading that, and that was a premiere on my channel, and I was so absolutely nervous about that. I was really nervous about that going up because I really wondered if people would like it. And seeing the live chat on YouTube as that was playing was one of the most rewarding things I've ever done on YouTube. And I was worried that people would be annoyed that it was too short. And of course, some people were. They wanted more, and I hyped it up, and then people expected more. But I don't know, I was just really nervous uploading that. And then it went up and everyone went nuts, and I was really, really excited. But a lot of the stuff in that was a bit more on purpose. Like, a lot of the story beats that we hit was way more like, no, this is what's happening, basically. So very happy with it. But that's all the ego stuff that I'm going to look over, because again, I do still have plans to do stuff with them, and I don't want to go into too much detail on them and give over too much information. But it was really, really fun. And any of you who saw that live, who actually got to watch it as a premiere and not on YouTube afterwards, because that's fun. A lot of you. It was such a fun experience. And I can't remember how many people were watching. I think it was like 50k people were watching at the same time, and it was fucking crazy. And I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, all anxious, like, oh god. Okay, are people getting it? And then looking at the chat, and everyone was like, what the fuck is happening? It was really fun. Yeah, Camilla, you missed it. You were sleeping. But I do remember the mods going crazy. Worst timed nap ever. Hey, you got your rest. The video was always going to be there anyway, so I'm glad you got your nap. The date? People figured out what that meant. You can Google around. Part of the reason why I also don't say what things mean is not because I don't know what they mean, but more because it's more fun to get people to theorize about it. A big impact on me when I was younger was watching Lost and seeing, like, I remember going to forums and reading people's messages and reading 10,000 different theories from so many different people, and everybody had a good reasoning behind what things were happening and where stuff was going and what it all meant, and I loved that aspect of it. I loved having some stuff be a little more vague, but having these big, like, monumental things happen in Lost, and then I'd be like, shit, what does it all mean? And I'd come up with my own theories, and then I'd go to a forum and see what other people were saying and be like, oh, that's cool, I'm gonna put that part into, like, my theory. And I loved that. So that's another reason what makes me not really explain what the hell is going on in half of these things, because I just like seeing other people theorize and what... I know it's a little frustrating to not have all the answers sometimes, but sometimes having the actual answers is less fun. And then 100% of my acting in that is sighing. The only dialogue is sigh over and over again. I didn't realize how much I did it until afterwards, and the comments all pointed it out. I was like, oh yeah, I do. Look, he had a lot to sigh about. People freaked out when Chase teleported. Yeah, and what was fun about the premiere of it was that when that happened and then when the video ended, the live chat just stopped because they can't keep chatting while the video is over. So just seeing people being like, wait, what the fuck? And then it stopped. I'm not gonna just start reacting to other YouTubers' videos right now. The other lines were sob and gulp. Jack, are you depressed? You don't have to tell me, but I'm just asking. Well, if you're asking, it means you want an answer, but no. I'm not depressed. So many people thought I was after that video, too. Because a lot of people don't know that the egos were a thing and what was happening on the channel, and they just didn't piece things together. So when they saw that, they were like, what the fuck is going on? Is Jack depressed? Is this his way of saying he's depressed? I'm like, no, it's a video about a character. But for the people who didn't know about the egos or who don't care, that video wasn't really for them. Sure, if they want to get more into it, then cool. But it was more for the people who are really, really into it. Take that as a compliment. Good acting. I will! How awkward was it to film those videos? That one wasn't awkward at all. Because we had a lot of fun doing it, and we had a lot of different ideas. Me and Tucker really brainstormed and got a lot of stuff out, and a lot of what we wanted to do, we ended up doing. Some of it, we wanted to do more. It was originally going to be longer, but we ran out of daylight. Did you like your ideas? Yes. Exactly what I wanted to get out of that video is exactly what we got out of that video, so I was happy with it. One fun fact, though, is that location where I was, like, in the car and punching the roof, there was a person next to us who was in a car who pulled up and was there for the entire thing. So I was, like, yelling and screaming and acting, and Tucker was taking shots and everything as that person was in their car. They had the seat all the way down, so they were just lying down in their car. And we didn't know what was going on. But then afterwards, they said they were waiting for someone, and they asked what we were doing. And we just said we were filming a student film for college. But then they were like, oh, that's a sick-ass camera. And then they started talking about how they had a clothing brand. And then they had their clothing brand in the car with them. So they put on the clothes, and Tucker did them a solid by filming them and sending them stills of that. So they have really high-ass quality anamorphic shots of their clothing to promote all over the place wherever they wanted. So they probably got the best shots they could ever have gotten for that clothing. And it was like in this street that had just cars all the way down and a really big, long street. So it was just them in the middle of it looking cool. It was really fun. What camera did we use? It was an Alexa Ari? Yeah. I don't know what model, but an Alexa Ari. So I'll put up a picture. Actually, I'll just show the thing. Oh, Jesus. It was basically this type of camera. Not this exact one. But around the same sort of size and the lens on it. These cameras are like movie cameras. And they cost an absolute fortune for a good one. Like this lens, that lens on its own is about $22,000. And they go up to like 50 grand. The camera body is about 35,000, 32,000. So they're really, really expensive, but we were able to rent them out for, I can't remember how much it cost us. It was like, I think it was like 10,000 to rent it out for 2 days. And I was like, worth! If it looks good, of course, we did not make any of that money back. Not even close. But it was worth it. I really enjoyed using them and learning more about it. I still have like beer or saliva stuck in my throat. Yeah, it was kind of scary to rent something that expensive and drag it around and bring it up to the woods. But sometimes it's about the fun of it, you know? Just about kicking back with some boys and recording a fun thing. Play Among Us, please. I will not be playing that today. Is Chase your favorite ego video? Yeah. Probably. That or the first anti one. Or the one we played at PAX. That was really, really fun. He should make Channel Points Awards. I don't even know what that is. Who's your personal favorite ego? It changes for different reasons. Chase, I think, is the one that's going to have the most depth to him. Because I said it before, how he's sort of the lens that the audience will see the story through. He's sort of like the protagonist in a way. I guess that doesn't essentially make him my favorite. But I think Jackie Boy Man is my favorite, just because I'm such a sucker for superheroes. But also the like Marvin is cool because Marvin has the Well, in my head, Marvin has like all his magic and stuff is the most visually striking, and some of the designs people have done for Marvin have been some of my favorites. Do your characters have different Myers-Briggs personality types? I don't know what Myers-Briggs personality types are. Oh, those ones, like ISTJ, ISTP, INFP. Yeah. I mean, of course, they're all different characters, so, and they all have their own personalities. Did you enjoy The Last of Us 2? I did. Of course, not everybody, or not every part of it was amazing. There was some parts of it where it felt like it was dragging on too much. It was only after I finished it that I realized why and what they were trying to do and what was happening. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I get that it's not for everybody, and I get why people don't like it. Well, I get why some people don't like it. Other people don't like it for completely ridiculous reasons, but I get why other people may not have been as keen on it as I was. What are your thoughts on roguelike games? I didn't really like them for a long time because I was playing stuff like Spelunky roguelike, things like that. I was playing the wrong types of roguelike for what I enjoy. And then I played stuff like Hades and Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 is my favorite roguelike game. And that really changed my mind on how good roguelikes could be. Dude, why no Among Us? Because you can't play the same game every day. For the challenge videos you did, are they cringy to you now? Yeah, but in a good way. A lot of my older stuff is cringy, but in a good way. In a fun way. Where it's not like, oh god, I hate that version of myself. It's more like, I don't associate with that version of myself anymore, but without that version of me, I couldn't get to where I am now. And I cringe just because I'm so different. Nacho Average, thank you for the prime. Otabian Knight, thank you for the sub. Misa, thank you for the sub. Valak Music, thank you for the sub as well. Grace, thank you for the 29 months. That's huge. Thank you. Casanova, thank you for the 200 bits. So hyped for more ego stuff. Me too. Some of the stuff we've been putting together I'm excited about. How it ends up surfacing and when it ends up surfacing, God only knows. Even if it never surfaced, I'm having fun doing it and it's a fun creative outlet. And Misa, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Sorry it took me so long to sub to you. You've been going through a lot the last few months, but I want to thank you so much for helping me push through and think positive. You don't need to be sorry about not subscribing. You don't have to subscribe. Thank you very much. But please, don't be sorry for anything like that. Jeez. Shane Pike, thank you for the prime. Echo, thank you for the prime. Alchemical Dreams, thank you for the sub. Beast, thank you for the 500 bits. Playing Enter the Gungeon right now, and it reminds me of Binding of Isaac and Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy is the one, yeah. That's the name I've been trying to think of. I like the progressive difficulty as well. Enter the Gungeon is fun. It's just bullet hell games are not my thing. Binding of Isaac is another... I mean, that's the godfather of those types of games. Rogue Legacy I didn't like. Why did you stop YouTube for a while? Lots of different reasons. But it all boils down to... was I able to be happy outside of the internet? Was I able to be happy outside of Jacksepticeye and validation from other people saying nice things about me and seeing numbers go up? Thankfully, the answer is yes, I can be. But the important thing is that I still really enjoy making the stuff that I do, and that's why I came back and continued to make content. But there was a point where I was like, should I quit? Would I be happier if I wasn't uploading videos? Hey, Ken! I love you either way. Thanks, Ken. Can you describe your coffee? It's like if God cried in your mouth with the sweetest tears of all time. It's like giving your mouth sex. Does that sell you on the coffee? Does that make you want to buy it? Graces, thank you for the prime. Kaya, thank you for the sub. Rainuke, thank you for the prime. Lil Miss Fires, thank you for the 2 months. Donut Kid, thank you for the sub. Appreciated. Thank you. So it tastes like vagina. No. That's not what I said. Do you watch Tommy in it? I personally don't, but I have seen clips of some of his stuff, and they have made me giggle. I did follow him on Twitter recently, though. I know that doesn't mean a whole lot. But he seems to make decent content. People ask me, so, they're like, do you watch this YouTuber? Do you watch that YouTuber? I barely have time to watch any YouTube. And then most times I do, it's like compilations of dumb shit. Have I listened to Corpse's music? Yeah, it's fire. Stop asking if I watch your favorite YouTubers. Because it's either going to be a yes or a no. Probably mostly no. Because I don't watch many YouTubers. And then everyone will be like, oh my god, he doesn't watch this person. And then it reaches that person's ears, and that person's like, oh, okay, Jack. I mean, all YouTubers aren't super friends 24/7? Afraid not, Ken. Sorry. Sorry to bust your bubble, everybody. Mr. Beast. I can honestly say I've never watched a full Mr. Beast video. And that's not because I think they're bad or anything like that. I just, again, time. The stuff I watch is either really dumb shit like TikTok compilations, or then it's like Kurzgesagt where it's telling me about space and the cosmos. There's no in between. I know you watch Markiplier. I haven't watched a Markiplier video in years. And I don't know if Mark has ever watched my videos. Yeah, Kurzgesagt are great. I highly recommend them to anybody. Guys, I don't even watch my own videos. Unless it's a really fun one and I want to show Evelyn. And then I'm like, look at this, I like this edit. This man makes good content but doesn't watch good content. How does that make sense? I don't know. Everything's subjective. I mean, most YouTubers don't watch other YouTubers' videos. You watch Charlie? I actually watch Charlie's streams. If I'm ever doing stuff, if I'm ever like hanging out and I'm doing stuff on my computer and Charlie's streaming, I'll just have him on in the background and listen away. Among Us strats? I have no idea. Every time I feel like I have that game understood, and I have like a couple of decent rounds, I'm like, okay, now I'm getting it. And then I play with a new group and it all goes out the window. Or you play with a similar group, but there's like one person in the group that throws everything off because you don't know how they react. Like, that was Felix last night for, like, Toast. Because it was a round where Toast voted out Felix instead of Corpse, and he legitimately had no idea it was Corpse. Because I feel like Felix was just such a wild card that he threw so many people off because there was no consistency in his gameplay. The only consistency was that he was inconsistent, and that's what made it fun. Starberry, thank you for the prime. Outcast, thank you for the sub. Mr. Lars, thank you for the gifted sub. Cool Jet, thank you for the prime. Rhino, thank you for the 2 months. Frag Trap, thank you for the 100 bits. That means a lot to me, Frag, thank you so much. The sacred text, yeah, that was funny. I mean, it got me kicked out, and in the moment I was like, are you serious? But when I watched it back afterwards, it was really funny. Are you and Felix feuding? Seems to like a bit of bad blood there at the minute. I have no idea where you're even getting that from. There's absolutely no bad blood whatsoever. I don't have bad blood with any YouTubers. What's the point in that? Imagine putting that much effort and energy into something like that. Putting so much energy into something negative that does you no good. I ain't got time for that. I don't know, Jack, that's kind of sus. Yeah, we only have good blood around here. You excited for the next God of War? Sure am. Very excited. How's the Philly D podcast? Will you start your own? Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way, freak. Oh my god, Jacksepticeye calls his fans freaks. I did say that I was going to do something with people. Then Among Us kind of took over and it's been super fun, so I put that on the back burner. But I did talk about making a podcasty thing where I bring people on and talk to them and about what's going on in their life. I did say, though, and I need to make a correction, because I said there's no real outlet for people to talk about mental health stuff on Twitch, completely forgetting that Dr. K exists and is so amazing at it and is an actual professional in that regard. And I love watching his interviews with people. Dr. K is a YouTube channel that has brought people on and talked to them about stuff. I don't know what his actual credit is. I don't know what type of doctor he is. But he's basically like, he does like therapy sessions live. He did one with like Michael Reeves, he did one with Pokemon, he did one with Charlie, he did one with Lily. He did one with Alinity. And it's just nice to see them have conversations where it opens up the book a little bit more and lets you understand a little bit more. Because when you're sitting here in chat and you're watching YouTubers and everyone's living vicariously through you, then, because audiences are usually a reflection of the person they're watching, or at least they kind of push boundaries and see how far they can get. And it's kind of a responsibility of the creator then to push back when they feel like stuff is going too far. But a lot of times you don't get an understanding of who the creators are unless they talk openly. If they're just playing games all the time, it's hard to get a read on them. And if they're just memeing all the time, unless they sit down and actually talk to their chat every now and then, it's hard to get a sense for who they actually are and what they feel and where their brain actually is and how much of it is self-aware, how much of it is memeing, how much of it is jokes, and how much of it is actually just who they are as a person. And sessions like that, I think, are really great at opening up that doorway and letting people talk. And some of them you end up seeing in a completely different light. And I really like that. Because it's very easy to judge people when you're watching them on stream. Especially if chat all starts joining in and you want to fit in and you want to start shitting on somebody or loving on somebody else or whatever. It's very easy to fall into that and go with the flow. But sometimes that does a lot of damage, especially if people are being negative on the internet towards somebody, because it's easy to get wrapped up in that and not realize that the person that you're saying stuff about actually hears it. But if you say something to somebody, like say I play a game and I miss something, and then somebody says like, oh Jack, how could you have missed that? I'm like, damn, how could I have missed that? Fuck. And then you kind of feel a bit dumb yourself. But then you have 500 other people saying the exact same thing of varying degrees, where some people are saying, hey, that sucks that you missed that. How can you be so dumb? And then other people being like, God, you're so fucking bad at this game. You're so stupid. Go kill yourself. Like some people, that's a complete opposite reaction, and it's so kind of ridiculous to have that sort of reaction. And a lot of times you can just brush that off as being ridiculous. But I'm just using this as an example, by the way. But you don't realize that that's the 500th reply that somebody has seen about that particular thing that somebody might already be sort of insecure about. Thankfully, I've gotten better at like tuning all of that out, but for a while, like a couple of years ago, that is stuff that really got to me. And that's why sometimes the creator then lashes back out at somebody in the audience. It's like, all of these people in front of me said something, but you were the one person that stood out in this firing line that I just had too much of. So then they react to that one person, and then it looks mean, and then everybody says, oh, you're bullying that person, how dare you? And it's just the amount of mechanisms that go into all of that exchange that you don't think about and don't see and don't quantify. It just turns into like, oh, you're bad at the game. Then the creator says, how fucking dare you, blah, blah, blah. It's just, there's so much to it that you don't get a sense for that. And that's why I've tried to take a step back from that and be like, you know what? People are just here. They just indulge in your content a specific way, and they just say things in the moment. That's how they feel. It's up to me to understand how I react to that. Why is that bothering me? It's up to me to try and learn more about why I'm reacting to somebody saying that about me, and then figuring out that part of myself. And that's what I've tried to learn more about in the last year or so. Instead of reacting very strongly, it's the same type of thing. Like if I'm streaming here and 20 people come in a row who are like, man, you look tired. Are you sad? Are you depressed? After a while, that does get to you because you feel like you're just being a normal person. But again, it's up to me to realize, look, you can just ignore those people because you're not sad. You're not depressed. You just want to have fun. Whatever. So that's why, to fucking make a long point out of a simple thing, that's why I appreciate Dr. K's interviews. Because when you actually sit down and you start seeing this other person as a person, and you have somebody asking the right questions and pulling the right information out of them and letting them get to the conclusions themselves, you start seeing these people in a completely different light. You start realizing that these are all people with their own insecurities, that they're all going through their own thing. They're just not showing that to the world because they don't want to. Or it's uncomfortable for them to do so. So whenever I see people absolutely demolish somebody online lately, I'm like, I get it. I get where you're coming from. The herd mentality is strong, but also that's just a person. And absolutely no one deserves the complete wrath of the internet coming down on them. Anyway. But it's stuff that you learn as you go through life. And a lot of it comes with age. A lot of it comes with sort of your saturation to it. Because, like, starting off my channel in the beginning, being insecure about my own voice and putting on a different voice, and then as you get through it and you start coming out of your shell more and getting more confidence, and then you have those people who are like, man, you sound like a 15-year-old girl. Like, your accent is so annoying, you're so loud, and, like, that really did start to get to me after a while. And I kind of shrunk down a little bit, but then you start hearing it so much that it starts meaning nothing to you. So you push past that after a while. Mine is in reverse, started confident and reverted into a shell. Aw, Ken. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, I completely get how that is. I know that exact sequence of events that gets you to that point. Basically, whatever anybody says about you on the internet is them saying something, either projecting a role onto you based on what they think they know about you, but all of they know about you is what you have shown to them. And they will never ever know 100% who you are, so you need to trust in who you are, hopefully do the right thing, and just follow your own compass. It all sounds super cliche, it all sounds super, like, cringy to some people, but honestly that is just, at the end of the day, all you have to do. I'm sorry to hear that, Ken. I hope that you get through that and get your confidence back. Lord knows there's a couple of things that happened to me over the years on YouTube that have completely shaken my confidence in myself. Like, to my core, where I just wasn't the same person anymore. And that's why I've needed breaks in the past, because I didn't like the content I was producing, and people could tell. So I need to, like, go away and work on myself for a while. But just not wanting to share that with people at the time. Because I just didn't want to, and people don't need to know everything that's going on with me. Do I meditate? Yeah. Not super consistently and not every day, but definitely when stuff gets a bit much. Yeah, you need your own space. You need something for yourself. You need your own life. You need stuff, even with your close friends, you need something for yourself that nobody knows about. And keep it for yourself, I think. Because then you have a place to go when you just need to be by yourself. Andres, thank you for the Prime. Chud, thank you for the tier 3. Wow, thank you. That guy Rin, thank you for the Prime. Kalans, thank you for the sub. Surzoka, thank you for the Prime. Here's a little faith, thank you for the Prime. Simpsauce, thank you for the Prime as well. Appreciate it. Thank you. What are you hiding? A lot. You'll never know. Like hentai? Yeah. Okay, time to come clean with you guys. What I've been hiding for so long. And it's a secret that not many people know about. You know what, I'll turn off the music for this because it's more serious. But a secret that many people don't know is that if you link your Amazon Prime account to Twitch, you can subscribe basically for free to anybody on Twitch. It's fucking crazy. And that's out there for the world to know now, but that is my secret. And I'm glad that I can share that with you all and just be honest. Ready, set, play. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Glitter Tees, thank you for the 10 gifted subs again. You've been so generous tonight. Thank you. Suta, thank you for the prime. Vegan, thank you for the prime. Come fly with D, thank you for the prime. T Honey, thank you for the 4. This changes everything. I know, now you can go to any of your favorite streamers on twitch.tv and sub to them for prime. It's wild. He really is becoming a streamer. That's all it takes, is to shill out Twitch Prime every now and then. Defiant Pug, thank you for the sub. Ninja Assassin, thank you for the sub. I actually, honestly, don't care. I just think that it's a really funny joke. But if you do want to use primes, like, it does help out any streamer on Twitch. It doesn't have to be me. Anyone that you watch frequently or want to support. It goes a really long way for a lot of them. Vengeance, thank you for the sub. Give me your milk, thank you for the 500 bits. It's my milk, fuck you. Does Ken stream? He does. He streams at Cinnamon Toast Ken on Twitch. Ken, what are you streaming these days, if you're still here? Pseudo, thank you for the sub. Valercia, thank you for the sub as well. You still playing drums? Not as much as I should be. Well, should. I don't have to do anything except pay taxes and die. And paying taxes is optional if you want to commit fraud. I got a list of games I think are shit for YouTube that I like. That and Among Us. Hey man, that's great. As long as you enjoy playing them, then that's good. Love a good bit of tax fraud now and then, don't you? Jack commits tax fraud confirmed. I almost did, well, not fraud. I mean, choose my words very carefully here. When I started doing YouTube and it started actually making decent money, it took me a while to get stuff together because everything got so crazy so quickly that I was like, what the okay, do I need to pay tax on this? I went to an accountant and then they were like, yeah, duh. And I was like, look, any of the jobs I've had before, they've taken the tax out of my paycheck and given it to me. I don't know what I'm doing. But that was about as close, and it wasn't even close. Irish Kiss, thank you for the prime. DNF Moore, thank you for the prime. I have been very on time and very good about my taxes for a very long time. Jacob, thank you for the sub. Manda, thank you for the prime. Ladybug, thank you for the bit. It's pretty sus, vote him out. Liar voice. I fucking hate this liar voice meme. I get called for doing liar voice no matter what type of voice I do. Any tips on getting your motivation back? Take your time and don't force it. The logs don't lie. Oh no. My accountant's gonna go look at the logs. Well, actually, he should be, because that's what I pay him for. GTA 5 mods. See, I want to mod the shit out of GTA 5. I did back in the day as well, but modding that game is such a pain in my ass. I miss the days when modding games was just drag folder into folder. And not setting up all this bullshit. You know, like a good Skyrim mod, like that. Hughes isn't terrible, he's entertaining. Oh, I agree. The good thing about that is that when he makes a play that just makes no sense, it is entertaining. And at the end of the day, that's what I think is more important. Chug these now. Oh no, the bits! Can you do your most Irish impression? How's it going, boys? You well? Or some accent from like Kerry. Don't come to Kerry. I lost a bunch of sheep last week. It was crazy, boy. Something like that. Roblox question mark? No exclamation mark. Are you Stinky? The OG, baby. Chrysash, thank you for the sub. Eternal Dre, thank you for the sub. Rat Oppression, thank you for the prime. Thank you. Twiz, thank you for the 3 months. Trout Trademark, thank you for the prime. And John Cena's grandma, thank you for the prime. Why do you like talking on Twitch? Look, I just like talking in general, full stop. Even better when I can have thousands of people show up and validate me all the time. Just sitting here. And anything I say, everybody has to listen to. Who wouldn't love that? Humans are narcissistic by nature. Isn't it crazy to think that after all of the accidents that have happened, all of the miraculous events that have happened to make life on Earth and evolve to such a point where we're intelligent to know enough about ourselves to then think that we mean absolutely anything in the grand scheme of the universe? We're such a tiny speck on the asshole of the universe. That's narcissism at its finest, to think that we mean anything. We mean nothing in the power of the universe. And that is absolutely fine, because we are an absolute freak anomaly in the middle of all of this, and it's fucking dope. I love it. Me and Evelyn have been watching videos on the 9 planets. Is it 9 planets? No, it's just called the planets. Pluto doesn't count anymore. Haha. Haha. Dwarf planet. Is that what it's called now? Haha, Pluto. But we've been watching that, and some of the shit about planets and the universe and how it all came to be is so absolutely mind-boggling. Did you know that Jupiter was working Jupiter existed before the sun turned on 4.5 billion years ago, as the sun kicked into action and all of this fucking nuclear fission started to happen. Jupiter was out there like, oh hey, I thought I was alone in the dark, but good to see you. And then it got so big it started like pulling its way in towards the sun, powering through all of the dust, sucking it all up as it went. And the only reason that we exist is because Saturn started to form on the other side, went into like a wobble with it gravitationally, and it pulled it back out into the outer solar system. If Saturn didn't occur like that, it would have just plowed through the asteroid belt and all of that dust, and we wouldn't have existed. And it left enough water behind that it ended up forming on our planet. And then we have the gall to think that we have any control over what the fucking universe is doing? Nah, fam. We ain't shit. And that's the most humbling thing of all. Like, if you start becoming an asshole, just think, what would Jupiter think of me? And then Saturn had like a big giant ass moon around it that got too close to Saturn, and then the whole moon was made of ice. It got too close that it cracked and exploded, and that's what made the ring around Saturn. And Saturn is swallowing so much of that material every single second that in like 100 million years, the ring around Saturn is not going to exist anymore. Shit's wild. Saturn coming in clutch as fuck to save humanity. That was billions of years ago, but the point still stands. Like, we're out here and we're saying like, oh, there's a virus trying to kill all of us and we can't determine if we want to wear masks or not. And Saturn's out there like, why did I save these fuckers? Why did I pull Jupiter out of that playground? Come on, man. Saturn would be so disappointed in you. And then Pluto's out there being like, man, I remember when I was part of the cool table. Now people don't even see me as a planet anymore. And everyone's like, shut up, Pluto. Stay out there, all cold and frigid. Yeah, if there's one thing you take away from this stream today, just learn that Daddy Saturn is judging you. All the time. There's this big, giant, nice ring around it. Because Saturn showed us its power. It crushed a moon and wears its skin around it as a belt. And it's looking at you like... It's like, I'll fling a fucking meteor at you if you're not careful. I'll fuck you up. Jupiter, get him. It could just unleash Jupiter on us at any point. Anyway, stan Saturn. The coolest planet. It was always my favorite planet because it just looks the coolest and it makes the cool sound. You know what? We're going down this rabbit hole. I don't give a fuck. I love space. I love planets. We're going to listen to some shit. I listened to this already. The sounds of the planets. Now, if you don't like any of this, I don't care. Because this is cool educational shit. You could go watch another streamer, and they're probably saying poggers, and Keck W and Weird Champ. What's that going to do for you? Learning about space is pretty poggers, if I do say so myself. And I learned this shit like 2 days ago, yesterday even. So I'm going to pass on this knowledge. To show where you came from. Like your parents told you where you came from a long time ago, but they didn't tell you the real story. Like where does it really begin? They're like, oh, we had sex and you came out 9 months later. Cool, yeah. But what did Saturn do for me 4.5 billion years ago? That's what I want to know. Anyway. So this is the sounds of the planets. I don't know what waves this is in. That's the sound of the gaming planet. Where gamers go to get sick W's. I think it's radio waves or something translated into something else. Basically, this is not how the actual planets sound. If you went near the planet, it would not sound like this. No sound in space, dummy. Yeah, you're glad I'm here now, right? Teaching you about space and the vacuum that is all around us that makes no sound. We have an atmosphere, sound, airwaves, boom, your ears pick it up. Saturn helped us out. Saturn basically created our ears. Thanks, Saturn. Pretty fucking cool. But this is, they like measured like the radio waves of planets and then translated them into sound. It's just a fun thing. This is not how they actually sound. Don't take it too seriously. Space sounds. This is the sun. Is that how you thought the sun would sound? Just sounds like a giant magnet close to your head. Do magnets make sound? No. Pretty cool. Jack's a simp for Saturn. Yes, I am, and you should be as well. The fact that you don't like Saturn as much as I do kind of concerns me, honestly. It's getting bigger? Yeah, it's the sun. It's what it does. This is Mercury. Sounds like Morse code had sex with a demon. You're gonna have to identify yourselves as which planet you are, by the way. Which sound most resonates with you? Like, tag yourself. Mercury's gearing up to hit 3rd gear in a second. Just turned on its bike. That's Venus! The annoying teenager of the solar system. Venus is basically just a warning sound for Earth that the sun is getting closer, that the heat is on its way. Did you also know that Venus is hotter than Mercury, despite Mercury being way closer? This is a little fun fact for you. Look, we get it, Venus. You like 21 pilots. Just calm down. This is Earth. It just sounds like a giant pile of wind. This is what we sound like. This is what the rest of space hears us as. Not the best. Like, in terms of planet sounds, we're like on the lower end of things. We kind of suck, honestly. Yeah, Earth kind of cringe. You're right. We are. We suck. Also, Earth is the only planet not named after, like, a Greek or Roman god or name. Did you ever think about that? It's fucking crazy. Earth just means, like, dirt. It just means ground. It's like German and English mashed together or something. I can't remember. Shut up. I'm just here to teach you about the sounds of the planets, not the etymology of them. That's next week. Mars is kind of lame as well. Mars is like our older brother who's grown up, has done all the cool shit like evolution and water and like atmosphere. They've done it all. Mars is just like a cold, dead, barren land of nothing. It actually sounds like someone's hitting at the outside of a submarine with a hammer. It's so quiet? Yeah, because nothing lives there. This is Jupiter. It's kind of nice. Kind of sounds like a choir almost. Sounds resonant. Harmonic even. Now, we're going to get to Saturn next. My favorite planet. But Saturn also has the coolest sound in my book. Sounds like the PS1. It sounds like the background sound of the PS2 menu. Wait, what? Let's just get some of that going. Not this. Alright, not really. Okay, I made a mistake. Whatever. Alright, Saturn's coming up! Beep beep, everybody! That's cool! That is scary. Yeah, them be demons. Get your jokes out of the way. Do it. I'm giving you like 30 seconds in chat to get your jokes out of the way. Yes, your anus sounds like a big giant pile of wind. Your anus is windy. Haha, anus. Haha, ass. Your mom. Cool. Big Daddy anus. Your rectum. Good Futurama reference. Your anus is blue? What the fuck? Your anus. Your anus. Here's your anus. Alright, you've had enough of my anus. We're moving on to Neptune. Am I gonna get banned? Cause Uranus is on screen? Oh god, TOS. Get to Neptune already. That's cool. Sounds kind of creepy. No, the Uranus jokes are done, alright? I'm taking away all of your privileges. Now, me and Evelyn have one episode left of the planets, and it's on Uranus and Neptune, and I'm excited about it. We're gonna watch it after this. Because I like learning. Pluto! Pluto's just out there calling out for help. Poor Pluto! Never stood a chance. Pluto basically is a glorified moon now at this point. So, you guys have to decide which one you sound like. You're gonna have to write down who you think you are. So, we have the sun. Leave your answers until later. We'll have a section where we go through that. We have the sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, my ass, Neptune, and Pluto. So get your answers in now, folks. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be one of the cool planets, or do you want to be a big giant pile of gas? Here we go. Get your answers in now. It's important. Seeing a lot of Jupiters, a lot of Mercuries, a lot of Neptunes. A lot of Venuses. Someone just throw gas. That's also important. Ooh, and I'm afraid that's all we have time for. The correct answer, of course, was Venus. If Twitch chat were ever a planet, it would be this one. Do you get it? Do you get the... I mean, Mercury too! Kinda sounds like screaming, doesn't it? No, there's not a chance in hell that you guys are Saturn. Saturn's way too cool for any of us. Saturn's like that really cool older brother. Like Mars is the older brother that grew up and did nothing with its life. It had all the potential of Earth. This is a very smart joke, by the way, because Mars did have an atmosphere and likely liquid oceans at the time, because we've seen erosion on its surface. And you do have the largest volcano in the solar system. It's absolutely gigantic. It goes into the fucking atmosphere. But that just means that you have a giant pimple on the side of your head. But you grew up. You had all the potential of Earth. You went nowhere. Saturn's like that really cool older brother. That like is just out there doing their own thing. Uniform, sleek, has a good job and does it well. But let's face it, a lot of you are probably Pluto. Just out there, alone. Once considered part of the club, but feeling like a bit of an outcast. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. Because at some point, we were all a Pluto striving to be a Saturn. Trying to get as close to Earth and that warmth as we could in that Goldilocks zone. But let's face it, we're not all going to get there. Not all of us are going to be in the Earth zone. Some of us will get a little too close to the sun and burn up and scream bloody murder as it happens. And some of us might end up as a Mars. But you know what? I'd rather be a Mars than a Pluto. And that's all I'm going to say about our beautiful planets. Anyway, time to end stream. Stream's ending, everybody. Sorry. I'm going to leave you on that weird metaphor, but a nice one, I think, at the same time. Rockstar, thank you for the Prime. And Frankenstein, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. A bit of a weird stream, but I think we had some fun moments. I hope you enjoyed your stay here. And we will be back at some point another day. What other day? I have no idea. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know what I'm actually doing tomorrow. I do want to play more Among Us soon, but I need to get a group together for it. But we'll see what happens. We are going to raid Ludwig, because he's normally never live when I'm live. And now he is, and he's a good man, and I like him a lot. But be safe, treat each other with respect, care for yourselves, and then care for each other after that. Because self-care is extremely important. Thank you so much to everyone for the subs, the bits, resubs, donations. Thank you so much for hanging out in chat and just going along with the stupid jokes that I say all the time. Thank you so much to the mods for hanging out. Really, honestly, genuinely appreciate you guys. And I had a wonderful time. I'm going to go watch more about the planets and increase my IQ so I can be as good as Toast at Among Us. All right, okay. See you later, folks. Bye-bye.